Beautiful Pisces Collective, thank you so much for being here with me. A waterfall blessings to you, to those you love, to your pets, to the people that guide you and support you through your life journey, especially to your spiritual powers that I bring here close to us, okay? To be able to see what's bothering you, what's good for you at this time, Pisces, and the best direction for you to take. I'm going to do a general reading here, so we'll start with your general energy, and then we're going to go into love and work and finances. So take a deep breath, connect with your core, with your emotional self, your spiritual self. Open up your mind, your chakras. Let's receive the message here with open arms. We start the message here, Pisces, with a Three of Swords, which, if you follow the tarot, if you know the tarot a little bit, it's a card that indicates a lot of emotional pain, okay? Lingering emotional pain, especially. Because we have this Knight of Swords here, I'm thinking that, for some of you, it was something that was said too quickly here, maybe too harshly, carelessly. Something here caused like, a type of wound, like an emotional, there's something bothering you, okay? Something that has not been resolved. I see here a lot of impulsive communication, either from you or from somebody else. So, or maybe somebody acted without thinking. There's consequences here that you're dealing with. Pisces is a very sensitive, emotional sign. So a lot of things here could be behind this. This could be the context of your love life, friendships, family, or even your career or place you work. But I have the Lovers here. So the Lovers show that, despite all this pain and this bothering you, there's a major decision here now in front of you. And it's not, it's not just about settling the conflict. It's more about alignment with yourself, with your own truth, Pisces. You understand? Here it's like the Lovers always denotes a decision. And because I have this angelical being here behind, this man sitting down and meditating, I'm thinking that whatever works for you spiritually, whatever is more aligned with your life values, it's going to be best for you here. If you choose to remain attached, it's going to hurt you. And so maybe it's time to move towards something a little more conscious, something, even if it's a little, little more work for you, or like a shift, and maybe you have to move, maybe you have to change jobs, maybe you have to find somebody else to have a relationship with. But and if you decide to stay, then whatever this scenario is, then there's got to be better communication, and things have to be emotionally clear, because I see things are a little muddled right now, and maybe that's what's causing you this agony, because you can't even communicate here. It's like it's completely blocked. Or maybe you're not letting the other person say what they need to say. Or again, you are in a scenario here, maybe it's family, or maybe involves a group of people, and things are just there's a lot of lies here. It's like, or maybe somebody's just holding back and they act impulsively and aggressively instead of just saying what they need to say. And Pisces, this is really bothersome. Like, for me, I could never deal with this. I'm very straightforward, and I don't see how people can live without the truth. That's just me. But some people live in the shadows, and we need to respect them anyway, and try to find a way of communicating with them. Okay, because that's how we help them, see other ways of living their lives. Not confronting them, not, being bullying them and saying you're this, you did that. No. It's more about you approaching here with the truth, and then and see how they react to that. So there's a healing through choice here. basically the tarot is saying, Pisces, you cannot stay where you are emotionally anymore. This needs to change. So let it go or pursue it with the truth. Okay? In your love life here, there's this wonderful energy of Page of Wands, which, you know, Page of Wands, the page is always like the youngest of the core cards. So he's like, you know, this boy with a lot of fire inside him, and there's all these sunflowers and the sun is rising. It's a beautiful card for love because it shows me here that either there's going to be a new romantic interest, or you want to renew your relationship, maybe with this truth here that we spoke about. Maybe you still love this person if you guys broke up and you want to go back, and you have this spark, you know, that you're like opening up again with more courage, either to this person or somebody else. So live this moment, Pisces, where you have this amazing, you know, young, it's like a young energy, you know, it's like when you meet someone you know, or when you have a new idea and it's like your life changes. It's like, oh, all this new perspective and new possibilities. So it's early stage energy, I would say, the Page of Wands in your love life. It's not stable yet. It's more like, you know, you being curious and excited about someone, or, you know, a new way of loving, a new way of being, or maybe you want to like go out and meet someone. So this is wonderful. And I think the only thing here, because of what the scenario that you know, we saw for your general energy, is like, don't be impulsive, okay, with whatever this is. And don't over project. So, oh, I want this to be wonderful, and what about the other person? Do they want to go where you want to go? This is the kind of relationship they're looking for. Communication, Pisces, okay? So don't over project, because things here have to unfold naturally within the truth. I think that's the main idea of your reading here. For your work and finances here, this card was reversed. It's a Seven of Wands. It always talks about illusions, you know, and maybe you're feeling a little undervalued in your work here. You sort of like, you don't want any conflict. You're sort of like too drained to stand your ground. You know what I mean? Like you're tired. And maybe, you know, for those of you who are independent and thinking about all the money you invested and this in this very unstable political time that we're going through, you know, what's happening in the Middle East and all that, and maybe your money's invested in the stock market or something else, and everything is like changing and people are losing money and not knowing where to invest. So yeah, that brings a feeling of like a control when you're tired. But tarot says don't give up on whatever this is, your position or your investments. You have to regain your strength here before you make any decisions. And you know, the support card that I got for you, Pisces, was the Chariot, which always brings this advice of not, you know, reacting impulsively to things. So whether it's you or others, whatever, start acting with intention here when you're doing everything that you're doing in your life, because not everything is gonna continue, and not everything deserves to continue. So do things that are aligned with what your long-term goals. Look for people that can guide you. The Chariot here always talks about, you know, somebody that knows what they're doing. And then my other support card here for you was the Four of Swords reversed. So you need to take a break from everything. Take a break. But then it's really time to act. And communication. It's always about communication. So if you're not talking to your investor advisor, you need to talk to them. If you're not talking to your boss about, you know, things that could go better, or your coworkers, whatever this is, you have the power to change this. And I believe in you. Okay, so this is a collective reading. Everybody's different. I'm leaving the link to private readings in the description if you want to reach out. There's something for every budget. So you'll be able to get a hold of me and get more clear answers here if you need to. But I hope you understood that, you know, your decisions are going to change everything. Okay, so you're between being in pain or, you know, being bothered and moving forward, a new path, even if it's a mental path. Like you're going to change the way you see things, you see people, and that's going to be really important for you. Okay, Pisces, I hope you like this reading. And I send you a waterfall of blessings. Big kiss. All the love in the world to you. I hope to see you here again. Take care. I'll see you next time.